I'm
listen.
good, I'm great.
Hey, how's it going?
I got ambushed by the boathouse at Hereford.
Excellent reference.
Otherwise known as
and
this
Sean
tangle
Bean.
of corn.
And Sean
Corn?
The
Bean.
tangle of cords that live on my desk.
Welcome to Feats and Fables, where you
Welcome
might
to-
get ambushed by quartz.
Or a coffee cup. If you
Or
happen
Sean
to be-
Bean.
Yeah, or Sean Bean.
Or
Why,
at any
why,
given
is it,
moment,
why is it
a
Sean
cat.
Bean? Why isn't it Scene Bean or Sean Bond? Like, that bugs the hell out of
You
me. Like,
you
why
should
would
ask
do-
him.
Like, English
Sean Bon?
Sean Bond, because it's Seanbean. In any other language, those would rhyme.
This is
But
the
it's-
quality content that we promise here on Feats and Fables.
I'm sorry.
These are the
Okay,
important questions.
I just want to
okay,
see Sean Bon
What?
working in a Cinnabon.
So
Ooh.
it's Sean Bean, right? His first name and last name are pronounced entirely differently
Yes.
for an EAN noise.
We have all
Yeah.
lost our minds. Hi, everyone.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Feats and Fables.
Welcome to Madness. My name is Feats and Fables.
Thanks for joining us as our group of heroes face the wrath of nature and the sinister plots of Cobra.
AKA Sean Bond.
AKA Sean Bond.
Well-known Cobra agent Sean Bond.
Sean Bond. I'm Ben Heisler. I'm one of the lead
Keeps
designers
getting
of
killed.
SS20 in the G.I. Joe role-playing game. I'm the GM here, and welcome to my zany homebrew. Before we get started, I would like to introduce our players. We have Joe Streaky playing La Voce. Let's find out if I got everybody's roles and foci correctly.
Lavach.
A battlefield leader officer.
Yep, how's it going?
Lavoke.
Okay.
Yes.
We're from
Okay.
Georgia.
We're from Georgia. Next, we have Coda playing Search and Rescue, a Beastmaster Ranger, and their
A Beastmaster Ranger.
Beastmaster Ranger, right? Is that not what it's called?
You got it. You got it.
See,
But
I
Ben,
didn't look at anybody's character sheet. I was just like, I'm gonna fire from the hip. I remember what this is.
Ben, that's not the hard part. The hard part is which one's which.
So I'm gonna go off of the mnemonic that you just taught me before the show started, which is Search is the canine companion because Search has a excellent nose for sensing trouble and people in danger, while Rescue is the person who does the rescuing.
Who hangs off of Search, much like a male anglerfish, off the female species.
My plan is
Tell me I'm wrong, and I'll take it back, Coda.
She's not gonna absorb me into her body. You're wrong.
You might.
Yes.
You might.
Yes.
I just
She
need to
could.
make a note here to put horror campaign idea. Search absorbs rescue into body. They become one.
Ooh.
Next, we have Ron Frankie playing Sky High, a mechanized infantry, which sounds silly when I say it, but it looks fine on paper.
That's why I played it, just to make you look silly.
Well, you know.
Fortunately, we've never been silly before.
What?
Mm.
No, this is a super serious game where, no, I can't even.
Super
can't even keep going.
serious.
Coming across to the other column, we have Andrew Huang playing Blockchain, a spy commando.
Spamando.
And then, last but not least, we have Paige Lightman, another one of the lead designers of the G.I. Joe role-playing game,
Woohoo!
playing Twist, a sniper commando.
Boom.
Shout.
Twist and shout.
I'm
Our,
sorry, that
Twist.
leaned a little bit into Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
Oh.
No, it's not twist like twist and shout. It's like twist like the rifling of a barrel is called.
Too late now.
I hear what you're saying, Paige, and
Right.
yet
I hate
Come
you,
on,
and I
baby,
hate your
let's-
gelato.
Do the twist.
so, our Valor's G.I. Joes are in Santa Clara, California, on a mission to
Santa
rescue...
Clarita?
No, it's not Santa Clarita. What was Santa Clara?
Santa-
Santa
Clara's-
Carla?
Yeah, Santa Carla. Santa Clara is a real place.
Yeah, well, you just move those around. It's similar but different.
Yeah.
Santa Carla.
Don't worry, everybody. This is what a real gaming group looks like.
It's
Santa
true.
Carnitas.
Ooh,
Yeah,
That
yeah.
sounds delicious.
You
That-
see,
Yes.
unlike those other streaming tabletop games where they have all their shit together, welcome to the real experience.
I'm just saying,
together.
I'm just saying that nobody's going to accuse us of being scripted as I read off my script that is wrong. I have no one to blame but myself and the fact that I'm tired after driving back from Birmingham. Well, riding back from Birmingham. But apparently I get car sick. This is fun. Fun things to learn about yourself when you're in your 30s.
Yeah, no.
So anyways, our Valor G.I. Joes are in Santa Carla, California. Now I want to say it'd be like Santa Karlov, but anyway.
Santa Carlisle.
That's a different game.
That is a different game. That is not this game yet.
We'll get there. We'll get
on
there.
a mission to rescue Junior Senator Michael Cho and family, whose home teeters on the edge of Mount Aziz following an earthquake during a deadly storm. Last week, the team arrived on site to find the home on the brink of falling down the mountain and over a dozen innocents taking shelter with the senator and his family. Complicating things further, an armed and unknown agent warns the team of an incoming drone strike. We're going to pick back up with search, rescue, and blockchain outside the home as they search this unknown agent, who just happens to be a character that we will learn soon is Twist, our sniper commando.
So,
yes?
I believe we left off last game as I was patting down and removing any armaments from this stranger.
Yes.
I'm curious as to what I find.
Allow me to move us over to that scene and also to set the scene, and then you can roleplay to your heart's content.
Delightful.
Content. One of those. Words
Your
are
heart's contents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what? Just do your thing. Anyways, so setting the scene, rain hammers the ground in this once idyllic area of mountain mansions with $1 million views of the Pacific Ocean. Now, I don't know why you're there. Ooh, that's excellent.
Oh no, I know why. Never mind. Carry on.
What's happening?
Do you need to
Yep. Go carry on. I got it.
This is what a professional streaming game looks like, everyone.
Professional.
Don't believe their lies.
I just fell off. So this is...
Maybe you shouldn't have tightened the cord so much.
Look.
Setting the scene, rain hammers down to this once idyllic area of mountain mansions with $1 million views of the Pacific Ocean. Now ruin racks the area with demolished homes all around. As I previously said, 3 of our Valor shows are outside with a questionable individual. And as Coda was starting to say before I rudely interrupted to give scene setting for our new watchers and also to remind all of our players, there was some searching going on.
So as a former police officer, I'm going to be patting you down, looking for any sort of weaponry. I know you previously offered a knife, but I'm more...
Yeah, no, she stands like this, and she's like, look, there's a knife in my small of my back. There's a pistol on my right thigh. Just take them. I might have some fingernail clippers in one of my backpacks.
And as I am...
Too?
Who did you say you were again?
I didn't say who I was. Does it matter?
I mean,
Blockchain calls out. Make sure she doesn't have more than 4 ounces of liquids.
Not at the moment if you're here to help. But the gun case on your back's got me a little curious.
Oh, fuck. Leave it alone. Sure, fine. Take it. Whatever. I don't care. Be careful with it, though, if you would. My name's Tima.
And how do you know about a drone strike? He says as a twist or a shout is going to
Shout? Okay, go on.
Shout,
it up, baby!
shout the name of your sniper rifle.
Oh my god,
Come on, baby!
now I really do want shout to be the name of the sniper rifle.
It's a pretty good name for a sniper rifle.
It's not a bad
great.
name for a sniper rifle.
Oh man,
I can already see Joe is updating Paige's little character name on the screen to be Twist and Shout.
It does make a lot of noise.
Search is going to kind of take these as they step back. How'd you know? How do you know about a drone strike on this place?
It's a really long story that I suspect I'm going to be telling you in a small windowless interrogation room before too long, and I will be happy to do so if you will get the people out of the house.
We're working on it. We're working on it.
At that very moment, the radio on Twist's side, or actually, where is your radio?
Probably clipped to the backpack. with the fingernail clippers nearby.
Oh.
I wouldn't have taken a radio. I'm more interested in things that could be used to immediately harm our other civilians.
So on the there's a burst of transmission, followed by your commanding officer for this Operation Twist going. We just got word it's 10 minutes to strike. Where the fuck are you? Is the target still there?
I look at Twist.
She shrugs.
I'm gonna take that radio, and on
Go
my
ahead.
own radio, Commander, I think you should see this. Come on, let's go. And
I don't think you know how radios work.
Well, that would indicate that he wants Laboche to come outside.
That was just funny. You said you need to see this as you hold up a radio.
Well, I'm not holding it up. I'm holding it, but the commander is inside. So me holding up a radio isn't going to help nobody.
That's right. The commander's inside now with all of these NPCs that most of which have names on them, which is great.
Woo!
We're learning about running things in D20 after not having done so in a little bit.
So with that, I will lead Twist back towards blockchain and
Can I
towards
put my
the
hands
house.
down? I mean, honestly, other than the fingernail clippers, you got me.
Keep
Can I-
them up until I get the okay.
Like, you can practically hear the eye roll.
That's
Yep.
good. That's good.
Search doesn't actually have command authority to allow
Keep them where I can see
prisoners
them.
to lower their hands, only to raise their hands.
No, rescue
No,
doesn't.
Search
Search
does, but rescue. There we go.
Yes, thank
High
you.
five, Joe. High
Search
five.
is definitely barking. It's fine. Nobody ever listens.
Bork,
so.
bork, bork.
Mhm.
Bork Bork.
I followed. Actually, Twist says, "How about I stay outside the house? Because that's dangerous.
I mean, I'm not
prefer-"
taking you inside the dilapidated house that is threatening to fall down a mountain, but I am leading you back towards the rest of the squad.
Okay, that I'm happy to do.
Who's inside the house,
The boss.
by and large?
Like, I'm thinking like over here, so blockchain, we don't have to yell across this courtyard to blockchain.
She will still stay as far away from that house as she can.
Blockchain continues to scan the horizon for any threats other than the one that just crawled out of the brush, heavily armed.
Can you not just can you not tossle that rifle, please?
Right. I will carefully carry the rifle as I do, but as we go back over, I'll hand blockchain the radio.
I know I have my hands up, buddy. Come on.
I don't know if you can make anything of this, but it seems to be some sort of transmission looking for the target inside.
Come on. Okay, fine.
Some sort of, you mean the guy asking her to clear the target here, as blockchain points back at the building, which kind of implies that she's on the other side.
Hence, all of her weapons in my hand and her hands in the air.
You're not wrong. It's just sorry, my nose itches. That was in character. You're not wrong. It's just look, I'm a contractor. And this whole op has gone sideways, and it's bullshit because there's a whole lot of people in there. And if you would just get them out, I'd feel a lot better. Like, I'm going to have a huge price on my head when this is over anyway. I'd at least like to get the benefit of having those people out of the house.
Blockchain's like, first of all, what's her full name?
Tima Marashenko.
What's her SSN?
My what?
Your social security number?
I don't know. 417. 31. I like prime numbers.
41731. Keep going.
Amazing. Blockchain's going to take a picture of her and start running a search on her as he starts to run a triangulation on the radio signal. But we're about to get bombed in 8 minutes anyways. So he'll key his radio and go, I think we should get everyone out of there.
Is SSN an American thing?
Oh boy. Where are you from?
Commander,
Eastern Europe.
We'll talk about that later.
Commander, we've got about 8 minutes until that strike is imminent.
I don't know why he's not. I don't know why he's not responding.
Has things to say.
I'm off in a different scene. I have nothing to do with your crazy scene.
But
they're radioing.
Radios.
I am radioing you, Commander. Are you okay?
No, we're all dead in here. I finished everyone off, and I think we're ready to go.
Are you okay, Annie?
Annie, are you okay?
It's fine. I'm just
okay?
taking down those 8 minutes, and I'm gonna be like, well, and then a rocket hits the house, and
everybody dies.
Everybody dies.
I mean, do you respond to the radio, or you?
The good news is Transformers is out now, and you're ready to start
respond
tomorrow, right, Coda?
Yeah. Tomorrow.
Sorry, I spoke over you, Joe.
I assume I hear the radio.
Yes, you do hear the radio.
Okay, great.
Unless you would like for there to be a reason for you to not hear the radio. In
Not
which case, paint me a word picture. All right, sounds great. Inside, you hear your comms device go off, saying the words that other players said that I don't have to re-say.
It was Commander. You got to see this.
Damn,
Yep.
we are professionals.
So probably at this point, I would be over that conversation. I would be kind of shepherding everyone out of the house.
Okay.
Like, I honestly don't know how big the explosive package is, or even if it is an explosive package. Can we back up? Like,
No, we're gonna.
a bit?
I mean, if people are starting to come out of the house, blockchain will be like, well, identify a location at least 100 feet away for them to go to.
Yes, they begin going outside, starting with two of the security team, and then following with other people. They look upon this, whatever's going on here with this woman that has her hands up very confusedly as they come out into the rain.
Oh, it's raining?
It is raining, as I stated in my
Yep.
in my "Let Me Paint You a Word" picture.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'm not sure if it was raining 2 weeks ago, but it's definitely raining now.
So as the senator is kind of making his way out, I will kind of pull him to the side
Okay.
and say, "Listen, Senator, I respect your desire to try to save all these people, but frankly, from the intel that we have, they're targeting you. So I think the best way to make these people safe is to get you out of here. You and your family, because that's who they're specifically looking for."
Throw unto me a persuasion skill test.
Ooh.
Sounds good.
You are trying to make persuasion. Yes, that is the skill.
That is the skill.
It's all
Yes.
good, people. I wrote this game along with many other smarter people than me.
And so I'm going to use my my truth specialization to roll specialized.
Ooh.
Wow.
You're a
What did I roll?
specialist.
What did I roll?
Is this your final answer before?
1 second. Let me figure out where the one was. I think the one was
The one
my
was on-
D20.
No, the
No,
one.
your
the
one was
on your
D1,
D2.
D2. Your D20 was a 4.
Yes.
That's
D20 was a
exceptionally
4.
terrible.
That was an exceptionally terrible roll. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. I don't think. I think I just get to be bad at skill checks.
You
Apparently.
can quickly
mean-
suicide your character and see. if
Okay, I
that'll
kill
let you bring
myself.
in
I
a
think it's
new
probably best.
character. That's
I
better.
don't think there's anything I can do besides like knocking the senator out.
Well,
So
let's see how it plays
Mama
out.
says to knock you out.
So
Yeah, let's
he
see what
listens-
happens next.
He listens to you and he nods and he says, "Look, I understand where you're coming from. I also understand that there's no way that I can serve these people if I leave them to whatever's going to happen here. I know that you have orders, but I also, based on what you said, you're G.I. Joe, which means if there's anybody that can get us all through this, it's you."
Ben, as people are coming out, I'm going to
Yep.
try and, like Blockchain said, get them, at least 100 feet away, preferably in tree cover, tending any sick or injured, rather, with the first aid kit. And Search is going to be on guard for I don't want to say enemy assailants because that would be silly. I'm going to say for anyone that is not these people approaching.
Okay, sounds good to me. So you
I'm
are.
gonna make every effort to drift over with the group of people.
I'm going to try to keep you with me and where I can see you.
Sky High, do you have a visual on the bogey?
You
Due
do-
to the precipitation, I have a visual on nothing.
You do not, but you do have a incoming aircraft on your radar. At this point.
Yeah, we discovered at the end of last session. I don't know where that was in the time, but yes, I have an incoming small aircraft that may be a drone on the radar, about less than 10 minutes out, I guess.
At current course and heading, yes, probably 6 minutes out. So you were trying to get these people to the tree cover, which for the ones that aren't wounded is not a problem. You were able to get them moving in the rain and in the slippery ground out towards the tree cover. The wounded ones, on the other hand, are moving slower. Is there anything you would like to do to attempt to make them move faster?
Which ones are the wounded ones?
So there are 5 injured civilians of various stripes who are back here. Let me move everybody other than... Let me see if I can select these things correctly so that I can... Nope, that didn't work.
Ooh.
Right. There we go. So this group has moved over here, which means I can now move this group that are the wounded ones and the other security agents. They are moving slowly. There are 5 of them of various backgrounds, ancestries, nationality. Well, not nationalities. They're all Americans.
Thank God.
Blockchain, please stay with the senator.
Okay. All right. So I will turn to Twist and say, if you really want to help, come help me treat these people.
Okay, I can hold the light. I can do that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
And I'll use Twist's help to come treat these people.
So
Lavoce, with the bogey incoming, our window to extract the senator is closing. When do you want me to drop down?
Come on down now. We're going to get at least some of these people away from here.
What is that? All right. I will do that. I will land, and due to my excellent piloting skills, I will not land on any NPCs.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
what about PCs?
yeah, so to say, like, do you want to cause someone to make a new character?
No.
No. All right. So
And
you're
that's the short
Oh, look at
career
the
of
tiny
Twist.
helicopter.
Aw.
There's no way we're all going to fit on that.
I am
Part
Part of the
beginning-
problem. Part of the problem.
part of the
Yes.
problem, indeed.
This helicopter's gonna have to at least be 3 times bigger.
Is this
What
some
is this,
sort
a
of
helicopter for
ants? High five, Ben.
High five.
Hey.
There we go. That's more correctish, I think.
Paige, I
It just
imagine.
grew.
I imagine.
give it-
You know, this size
In our
is a thing.
imagination, it was great.
Give
I
it one
imagine
more
most
little
of the
bump,
direction
maybe.
is going to be like, "Hey, help me carry this person over there," or "Hey, we need to apply a stent here," or stuff like
Stent?
We're applying a stint in
stint,
the
not a
field.
stint,
We are way out of my skill
a
set.
splint. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So treating these people is going to take longer than the minutes that you believe you have before the airstrike arrives.
I just want to
Um,
do
I can
whatever I
carry-
can to get them
yeah.
moving away from this place without
why don't-
causing their injuries to get worse.
Sure. So you could. You know what, Andrew? Why don't you finish and then I'll make.
I
thoughts
was
and
just going
suggestions.
to suggest that maybe if the able-bodied people could help the injured people move, we could get an all-out a little faster.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You want my NPCs to help?
Yeah,
Right.
Blockchain's like, go grab them, pick them up, and move them over there. That other rally point away from this building,
All right.
and get under cover.
They make their way. Over
See,
to
you can help,
grab the other
Senator.
people.
Go help them.
But my suit, I would get blood on my suit. No, he does go over there and help, and it's like, no, we've got to help these people. That occurs. I'm not going to move all these minis again, but
No, dude, I want to see you move them all over. And then
Oh,
move
Part
them
is like,
all.
there's nowhere else for the minis to go. Like, we're at the edge
You
of
know,
reality
you
at
can
this
move
point.
them
yeah,
all
no,
at
I mean, like,
time, right?
what's up?
You know you can move them all at once, right?
I'm aware that I can do that, but that requires me selecting all of them, and
No,
that's
you can click and drag them.
yeah, I can.
And missiles.
So right, and
And
then
we
there was
all
a missile
die.
that stopped me from having to learn about clicking and dragging.
Rockets fall, everyone dies.
I love it.
All right, so you are able to get people over to the tree cover that is to the left of this current screen, and you are able to get everybody to a distance. As Sky High, you can see the bogey getting closer. You think that you have only a few moments or only a couple minutes before this thing does what it's going to do. So who are you all loading onto the helicopter?
I mean, whoever the senator is willing to let us load on, in essence, right? Like, he's calling the shots at this point. Unless
The
I knock
injured
him
first.
unconscious.
That way we don't have to carry them.
Sounds
Alright.
great.
You do have space for the 5 injured and then 2 more. Things are on the.
What about the senator and his wife?
Or maybe they're 2 kids?
Sure.
Sure, I'll give you the kids as 1.
Sweet.
So you
One
can
more after that.
There's hardly.
one
hardly
more.
any of
And
them.
the senator's wife.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sure, that sounds good. I will. Oh no!
Yum, yum, yum.
I have eaten up the helicopter. This was the wrong button. This is why
Delicious.
Praise I
click on
don't do it
things.
further.
I don't. All right, so they are off the scene as the rest of you are in the woods.
Okay, so now that the kind of the commotion has calmed down, I'll turn to rescue.
Remember, search is the dog.
Should I?
The
get
second
these-
one is the man. Yes,
Yeah.
I'll turn to
Indiana
search
was the
and/or-
dog.
I'll turn to search and/or rescue, and say, okay, so who'd you find out? Who is that when we first arrived?
So I've been keeping. Okay, remind me the name that you used because it's not Twist.
No, it's Tima Matashin.
Shout, I believe.
Let me briefly interrupt this so that I can get the helicopter moving.
Sure.
Before I interrupt your further role play with a drone strike, because I know that Ron is like, I've got the people. I'm going to leave now. Ron, is there anything else that you would like to declare before you take these people
Yes.
away from the blast zone?
So just to confirm, Lavoche, you want me to separate from the squad and from our primary target and take secondary priority people somewhere?
Yes.
All right, I'll do it. I fly off.
I
Take them somewhere that is reasonably secure. You don't have to take them all the way to where was it?
Santa Carla.
Yes.
In my heart, Sky High believes that Lavoche decided with an incoming drone, it will probably shoot down any helicopters in the area. So he just didn't put anybody important on it.
She.
Yes.
Hmm.
So
if it helps Sky High, you could think of this as rescuing injured American citizens from an emergency situation.
Ooh,
I'm
that's
ju-
appealing.
Just
I mean,
saying.
which does fall squarely within your wheelhouse of your previous MOS, right? Since you were a rescue pilot.
if it was my previous job, yes, but I have a new job now.
This is also true.
If you act like your old job or your new job, things sometimes go bad. But regardless, I'm flying. When we flew over, I saw various places in town that seemed relatively stable. so I will go to one of them. There's like big box stores and
Yes.
places
there was-
with big parking lots and
Ooh.
tents.
There was a big box store. There was the church, and also the school.
So with the rain, visibility will be poor, but I should be able to.
You are so
Good.
awesome at this that I don't think that you need to do a roll unless you want to show off.
Why is he flying the helicopter upside down?
I will be flying normally.
He's just very good at this.
Ooh.
No, he's very good at this.
That can't be
very
good for their
good.
injuries.
They're strapped in. It's fine.
People are falling out.
Why
Well,
is
he
that?
has
That's
to have-
You see me fly up, turn 45 degrees, shake, all the people fall into the,
And then you come right
garage,
back.
and I
To
come
the
back.
Your package. She's like,
Like,
"All
okay,
right,
I
I'll
took
take
care of some of them.
all right, ready for the senator.
Why is that one person hanging from the landing gear?
Oh, don't worry.
Good
I can fix
reflexes.
that.
Just going, help me, please, please.
Just reenacting parts of Woodstock.
Were people hanging off helicopters at Woodstock?
Yeah, the Who helicopter was taking off, and fans were clinging to it as it did.
Oh.
All right.
But you
So
people
back to
know
my
nothing.
previous question. What'd you find? Who was that when we arrived?
Did you have any form of ID on you?
No.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll say that name one more time for me.
Tima Marashenko.
Commander, this is Tima Matyshenko. Had various guns, including this, and I'll hold up the rifle case, as well as a radio with an incoming transmission from a enemy combatant about the drone strike.
Tima, what the hell are you doing here?
I'm not anywhere near you.
Yeah, that's true.
Tima
Tima?
Matyshenko.
Marashenko, you sure?
Yeah.
Is this
Is there
someone
a
that you
problem?
know?
Maybe. What? She had a large weapon on her?
I mean, I have her gun case. So.
I open it up and look at it.
It's a big, honking, high caliber, extremely tricked out sniper
And
rifle.
on the side it says "shout."
Does
yes,
not.
correct. Does it have a giant cobra stencil on it?
It does not, but I'm wearing a raincoat that has a cobra thing around the arm.
Oh, does it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that was a minor detail that I got left out
Used
Yeah.
to me.
from my
but-
brain.
I thought previously you did not have any Cobra
That is-
iconography on you.
No,
That is a true statement.
no, I was nearly certain that the raincoat had a cobra symbol.
Does-
So the confusion might be that everybody else had all of their Cobra gear on because they're actual members of the club. They're not a freeloader like you.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Jesus.
And I did say I didn't have a raincoat, so I needed one from the stash. So
Yes.
Okay.
The back of yours just says expendable.
it's
Hmm.
not.
So,
Huh.
so Twist has Cobra colors on.
It's a gray raincoat with a maroon cobra on the left sleeve.
Okay.
So we would be handling you very differently.
Yep, sure would, but that's fine. We're gonna move forward. It's gonna be great.
You might not have seen it in the rain because I have my hands up, which means that the left sleeve is not going to be visible to you.
Search is
Hmm.
very observant.
Search
That's why
is
Search
very
kept barking.
observant.
Search has been barking
Barking
nonstop.
her head off.
Now
She's
we
like,
know why.
for let's translate real quick. Oh my God, what are y'all doing?
Rescue's giving her a treat and petting her. He's just not sure why Search is losing her mind. She's sitting here growling at this person and barking.
Yeah, Search is just screaming out, Cobra, the enemy! Cobra, the enemy!
Yep, pretty much. Has been for quite a while.
You're like, do you need to go out, girl? Like, what's going on? No, you're much better trained than that. We're just being funny because this is welcome to this home game.
Yep.
All right, so as you look over the sniper rifle, there is another crackle.
It is. I don't know if that gun is mine or belongs to the firm.
Hmm.
I
You make a decision, and put the iconography on it like you feel is appropriate.
This sounds a lot like your character. Unless you want me to make a decision, then I don't want to make.
Okay, sure.
I think. I mean,
it has large patches covered in black electrical tape that if you peel back, say property of Cobra, serial number, blah 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 blah.
See, I like that way better than it being on your shoulder.
I think the most interesting thing is we open it up and there's just like a clear Cobra sticker on it, and this is when it becomes real. Is when we look at the gun.
Oh, sure, fair enough.
That's the most interesting thing, I think.
I think it's either that or like the gun is solid black, but you open the gun case and the inside of the case is like Cobra Superfan, like inside, like
no,
in the foam in the middle.
Inside is just Cobra fabric, right? Like,
yeah,
the inner padding is just Cobra heads.
Cobra print fabric.
I mean, as you're looking at it, Lovoche, I'm going to come in for a closer look in the dark and the rain with my flashlight and say,
how carefully did you look at this?
Is that what I think it is?
I think so. Where is she?
Over there.
Get her over here right now.
Now go and get her. Bring her over. I can't actually move you, Paige, so.
Sure.
Ha ha ha. So
and I'm busy here with my hands up, so
since you're in the woods, allow me to move you to a different screen because I prepared for this eventuality.
Meow 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 meow.
It's just cats now. Just cats.
It's all cats all the way down. There we go. There we go. All right. So.
You gotta move us. There you go.
I am about to move you. I'm making sure that your menus are in the right places first. I am trying to be a professional so that I don't move you over and you see the sausage being made.
We do not talk to outsiders about the sausages.
Right. So you should all be roughly in the same places you were, but feel free to move yourselves around because timey-wimey, teleporty magic.
Yep.
Teleporty technology, rather. Teleporting magic is Power Rangers, and that has nothing to do with this game.
Yeah, sure. We're right.
So she gets about that close.
Mm-hmm.
Tima puts her hands almost all the way down and goes, "Jenny?"
Fuck. What the fuck are you doing here?
I mean, she shrugs. The usual.
I gestured down at the beautiful Cobra fabric inside of your gun case.
It is just as you gesture down the beautiful Cobra fabric that is protecting the gun, that high above, there is a earth-shattering kaboom. As the drone takes its targets. And let me change this to the targeting screen because I planned for this eventuality as well. Aha!
It's a POV shot,
bro.
As there is a earth-shattering kaboom and a gout of flame, as the building itself is not struck. However, there's a loud crash. And then a grumbling and a whining sound as the house starts leaning back, cracking in multiple places, stress fractures moving all over it as it teeters over and falls down the mountain.
Holy crap.
But back to our regularly scheduled program.
I told you so.
Blockchain's next to the senator, right? Oh, where's the senator? Oh, he's up there. He's up top.
The senator is... Yes,
yeah. All right, that's fine.
Senator is in the middle of everyone where it's safest.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can be next to him. You have the power.
I mean, you also can ask me to move him, and...
I'm just guarding things. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I'll kind of, move him forward, I think, is appropriate.
I was just going to make some crack about asking if he was heavily insured or not.
I'm not stopping you. Now's the time.
Yeah.
No,
seems appropriate.
Is he invested in blockchain? In Bitcoin?
Let's hope.
Where did his fortune come from?
Right.
He turns and watches his house sink down the mountain and then turns to you, Blockchain, who's right next to him, and be like, I'm so fortunate that you arrived when you did. You G.I. Joes, you're amazing. Thank you for saving us.
You're welcome. We're trying to figure out who would want to do that to you, and who this other person, who he'll gesture at Twist, is, and maybe they can explain to us why this happened.
I mean, not really.
So back to the incriminating moment of the
Yes.
what's up with all this Cobra fabric protector going on here? It's even got the Cobra lens wipe for the sniper scope.
Ooh.
That's a quality
It's-
product.
It's
They're
got
big into
the,
marketing, man. You gotta
Mm.
know who you're using, you know?
it's the Cobra logo on the little spray of lens cleaner too.
That's just the same crap that they just repackaged it.
I mean, this is all functionally Kirkland brand, but Cobra brand. Like, that's the way this works, right? But
Kirkland
there's-
brand
there's-
is Cobra brand.
Bum, bum, bum.
Gasp.
Twist, what the heck is happening right now? Short words,
Mm.
please.
I'm changing careers to the tune of a price in my head. So I just quit one job, and we can have this discussion, as I told the dog and her friend, that we can have this discussion in a windowless interrogation room somewhere. I just needed to be out of the blast zone. I honestly thought they were going to just drop Storm Shadow in the middle of all of this instead, but this is actually better.
At that moment, there's a crackle on your radio saying, "Strike is good. Target down. Confirmed, Twist."
I mean, I still
I
have the
picked-
radio.
I grab the radio, hand it to Twist, and say, confirm it.
I key the radio. Confirmed. Target was in the house. The house just slid down the hill.
I will take from you a deception test.
Oh,
I did not say anything untrue. I said the target was in the house, and the house just slid down the hill.
It is not the fact that you said something true or untrue. It is that you were attempting to lead this person to believe something that is in fact
Okay.
not true. It turns
Can I
out
this with my smoldering eyes.
Ooh, you're smoldering at me.
it turns out that lying, the spirit of lying, is what the deception skill covers, not necessarily the I twist my words in just the right way.
I mean, that would make sense that there is a truth specialization under deception.
Yeah. So does your assist just bump me up a shift?
Shift and edge, if the GM will allow me to do it.
Old Sotager says, I feel like this conversation has taken place in that Liza household many times.
I don't
Yes.
know what you mean, old so tiger. Don't know what you mean at all.
Will the GM allow edge and shift? Or is it
I
just
think it's
shift?
only going to be a shift because
Okay.
not
That's fair.
actually saying anything, the smolder does not give the full force of the.
That's fine.
Well,
Works for
I
me.
rolled a 6 on my d6, so
Ooh.
Nice. Sounds good.
can I put my hands down?
Yes, it's fine.
I don't have anything bigger than, like, I don't know, a long rifle in my hands. I'm not super dangerous anyway. Ay.
It'd be hard to cover with her hands.
So
up.
when you key off the radio, I'm saying, what's supposed to be the plan next? Are you supposed to rendezvous with them? Are you guys all out? The hit's done.
I think we're supposed to rendezvous back at a exfil point, almost a mile and a half from here.
Sounds good to me.
How
I
long
have,
would it?
I have no modifications to this declaration.
Fair enough.
How long would it have taken you to get there normally?
The terrain's pretty rough, but it's at least downhill, so I don't know, 15 minutes.
So we have 15 minutes.
As far as I know, they're not planning to do anything in the next 15 minutes, and they will delightedly leave my ass here if I'm not at the exfil.
Yeah, the question is whether if you don't show up, they're going to do something. My assumption is that after 15 minutes, they will assume something has gone wrong.
Well, I had a bit of a disagreement with the officer in charge after having a bit of a disagreement with my particular commander. So abandoning me out in the woods might not be out of the realm of possibility.
You, for a second, see on Lavoce's face, just total incomprehension at that concept.
Yeah.
Before Lavoce kind of shrugs and says, okay.
I mean, the next step is probably a price on my head if I don't show up to where I'm supposed to be.
Could this be an opportunity to take in some of the Cobra operatives, Commander?
I mean,
if we know where they're going to be.
They're a 5-pack and they're reasonably tough. 5-pack, right?
There are 7 of them in addition to you.
There are 7 of them. An officer, mostly kind of scouts, and a couple of heavies.
As much as I'd like to strike back, I think keeping all these people safe is more important. Rescue. Though it's an interesting call out.
I agree.
They don't care about them. They only care, and she points at the senator, about him.
But either way, we can't take him into combat. And protect him at the same time.
What's cool to me is that y'all knew to be here. And how did you know enough to get here before we did? Or concurrent with we did? That implies y'all know something about the power structure over there, which is pretty interesting.
Well, we were here to pick the senator up functionally.
We were responding to the earthquake.
I mean, sure, I hear you. And then she points at Jenny. I've never seen her do something straightforward just for the joy of doing something straightforward. I mean, am I wrong?
Listen, it's complicated.
Right.
Sky High, what's your 20?
Flying to the place I'm going to drop these people off.
You have just arrived and started dropping them off.
All right.
Unless you would like to do something different.
Is there facility suitable for injured where I landed?
So you land. We are going to which of your 3 options?
Probably big box store first because it would have a big parking lot.
Okay. Yes. So you land at the big box shop, and there are people that come rushing out that look very hopeful about a helicopter,
So people that want to be rescued.
Yes, there are people who are excited about the idea of being rescued.
All right. Well, that's not super useful. So there aren't Red Cross tents set up or any sort of
no, not yet, but it's still raining outside, and it's everybody's still sheltering in place because they're not awesome like you. But before not too long, some people come out. They ask you what's going on. You can see that one of them is a EMT, and one of them is the store manager, who looks like they are very underqualified to be changing from managing customer service to this. But they are here, and
if he's
the rotors are still going, and they're like, "We go with you. What's going on?"
I'll turn the rotors off. I'm gonna have to have a conversation with these people.
Okay.
So I won't leave the chopper, but I'll open the side gate and I'll say, "Are you able to accept wounded? I'm hoping to go get some more out. There's some real danger sites up on the mountain, and you seem pretty safe here."
Oh my God, you have people that are hurt. We've got some supplies and a couple of EMTs. Yeah, let me go get them and help these people in.
Appreciate it.
And they run back inside. It's a couple of minutes later when they come back out with some of those long lawn chair chase lounges that they're carrying two apiece. And there's 3 makeshift stretchers. There's a couple of there's a gentleman in a firefighter outfit and a couple of EMTs who come out as well, and they begin helping the wounded out of your helicopter.
All right. This all seems very good. Once the helicopter is clear, I'll make sure everyone's out of the range of the blades and stuff, and then I'll fly back.
Sounds good.
And I'll be able to give Lavoche a solid estimate once I'm back in the air.
All right, you do so.
We're gonna need an alternate pickup spot. The house and the surrounding area is no longer horizontal. We've made our way south from it about a quarter of a click. Once you get up in the air, please give us a vector to a suitable pickup spot.
Well, the senator seemed fit. So we can just lower a line. You can all climb into the helicopter.
Well, that's a good point. Okay, that works for me.
So Jenny, you've got a helicopter here, I notice. I would like to be many places in this world, but none of them are here. I don't suppose you could do a sister solid and get me a ride out of here, could you?
I think I can guarantee you'll get a ride out of here, yes.
Yeah, this is that windowless interrogation room thing?
Yes, that one, yes.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
So-
I guess it beats the alternative.
I, as a player, didn't think of this earlier, Ben, but I'm going to ask it now.
Sure. What's up?
I think I got a Mountaineers kit. Let me go look real quick. I got a survival kit. Would
Yes.
that have had zip ties in it?
You have zip ties as part of your base kit
Okay.
because you never know if you're going to have to restrain either a prisoner or a
Fan.
I wasn't going to say that, but sure.
Well, there you
but
go.
yeah, it's part of your standard kit.
I wasn't sure. So, well, there we go. We can now at least restrain this person.
I mean, seriously.
I'll hold up the zip ties and look at Lavoche.
I'll kind of hold my hand up and say, "Are you going to run?"
I mean, are you going to kill me?
No, we don't do that.
Who are you working for these days? But, I'm curious. Are they going to kill me?
I don't know, Ben. Do I think that they would? I don't think they would, right? Like, we're the good guys, right?
No. So rather famously or infamously, depending on who you ask, G.I. Joe does have a standpoint of taking prisoners, taking them back to interrogate them and help deprogram them in many senses. And unfortunately, the number of times that Cobra inmates have escaped from G.I. Joe holding facilities is a non-zero number, especially if you manage to collect, say, anyone that has a name rather than, a faceless minion.
Yeah, double digits, some would say.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just going to say it's a non-zero, but it's not under 10 either. That said, you have got a lot of valuable intelligence out of the people that you've captured.
Mhm.
You have managed to, some of them have had valuable skills, and they have also joined G.I. Joe after a relatively lengthy process of vetting. And then some have also just, realized that perhaps a life of terrorism is not something that's best for them, and that they should turn away from their evil ways, because you're the good guys.
Maybe they'll open up a bait shop.
Because that's what heroes do.
They won't kill you.
Are they going to put me in jail for life?
That's generally not how it happens. You will be questioned extensively for intel.
I mean, sure, I get that. I mean, it's not the first time I've had to surrender before. Is it the U.S. government? Are you working for the U.S. government? Because I'm really, I'm not sure.
You got any chloroform in that survival kit?
For one story port, you can definitely have chloroform
You're
using
not
the.
there, Frankie. You're in a helicopter.
I'm on very sophisticated comms.
Ron
Thank
comes
you very much.
swooping in and just like gasses some chloroform on the underside of the
You just
You know how you
sprays
solve
the entire
both-
area with chloroform. We all
Take
pass
care
out.
of the whole place.
Yeah, and
You
then
know,
I
you
come
take care
out.
of an uppity senator and a questionable enemy. Just chloroform the whole lot, and then
I
Yeah,
couldn't
there
get
you go.
I couldn't get missiles, but luckily chloroform comes standard.
yeah, he's and then he parks the helicopter, gets up, throws the important people in, and then just takes off.
Mission accomplished.
That's how Sky High has 110% clearance rate.
Vision
when it comes
mailed.
to missions.
Amazing.
Like, if I gotta, I guess. I just don't want to spend the rest of my life in, what's that place? In Kansas.
Leavenworth?
Leavenworth. I don't want to spend the rest of my life in Leavenworth.
I think that is unlikely to the extreme. You'll have to trust me.
Okay, sure. I trust you.
Don't trust him. I mean,
Let's go.
What, Blockchain? What?
Following
Ow!
that
Woo!
agreement of trust, Sky High, you are on your way back, and you through the low visibility of the storm. Actually, give me a alertness test if you don't mind.
I don't mind at all. That is a 15.
Isn't it? Oh, okay. You don't have the skill. That's some good rolling. With the 15, it's hard to see through all this rain. But you're approaching back, and you're surveying, looking for a new place to direct these people to. You see the crumpled remains of this once beautiful house now at the base of the mountains. But more importantly, you see a group of ATVs that are heading down the road towards where your commander said that they had taken everyone into the woods.
Lavoce, you have hostiles on ATVs incoming. I would reach you before them, but we would not have time to load everyone on board before they reached you.
How many figures on each? How many ATVs in total, and how many figures on each ATV?
You spot four
Probably-
ATVs.
Yeah, probably 4 ATVs with 2 people on most of them, and the last guy's probably got an empty seat.
So like Sky High sees functionally all 7 of them.
Yep.
Okay. Shit.
What are your orders?
If you can find somewhere here to touch down, and so you can join us. I mean, like at this point, it's going to be a firefight.
All right.
You know, if it's gonna be a firefight,
Not now.
fine. Can I at least get somewhere where I can get my head down?
So I mean, so I'll pull Blockchain over and say, okay, we've got 7 people on ATVs heading this way. Looks like they're probably unconvinced of the senator's demise. And I kind of look over all the people. Is like anyone acting like weird? Because like it's weird that they like know that the senator isn't dead.
That sounds like a alertness test.
Sure, I love alertness tests.
Something interesting. You think that if you roll poorly, you might. If you roll high, you might find out someone's doing something. If you roll poorly, you might think someone's doing something.
Ooh. You know, if you just shoot
I will.
everyone with the
I
senator.
will spend a story point to roll this specialized.
Sounds good.
Ooh.
All right. With 21, you look over everyone, and they all seem to be acting normally. You quickly put 2 and 2 together and realize that it is likely that the drone or the either saw figures leaving the house or that there was a observer that was not the sniper set up to see what was going on, and it is likely that they were delayed by Twist Sly, but now they have put 2 and 2 together and are coming your direction.
Sure. Okay. So I'm going to look around for some kind of defensible position at this point, that we can kind of put all these people in a place where we can not get them killed when these murderers arrive trying to kill them.
Sure. So you look around. You have. You mentioned that there's a limit on how far you can show without panning. Can you zoom out at all?
A little bit.
All right.
Yeah, but like sadly, when I zoom out, it just like moves it to the side.
No, that's good. What I wanted to show you was there's this wooden structure in the middle that you could get them to rearrange some of the wood so that it provides better cover, and just have everybody keep their heads down, and that way they'll at least be covered and have full cover and full obstruction. It's not concealment. Maybe it's concealment. I don't know. Bad guys won't be able to see them.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
While they're doing that, do I have access to any sort of line or rope that I can make a makeshift wire trap out of?
Heck yeah, you do.
So I will go ahead and set up. I'm thinking maybe like from here-ish to here-ish, some sort of wire line, so that when they drive their ATVs through, they are in a comedically funny fashion pulled from their ATVs.
All right. If you could, first of all, make me a what manner of test are you thinking with this? Because it sounds like survival to me, but if you
I could see either science or survival. I don't know if science really applies to this, but like physics is a thing that exists.
That's how you calculate how far their heads will go after they get popped off by the line.
It does sound more like it would be survival for the purposes of this.
All right, I can give you some survival for this.
But go ahead and roll me that test.
All right, so I'm not specialized in trap settings, so I'm not giving you that. It's this.
I will point out that you have,
this.
I think, 5 story points. I think 1 got spent, but it went up instead of down.
I'm trying to figure it out. I did it before, but now I've forgotten how to get rid of them.
I think you discard them or something.
I think you either discard it or you can drag it to the play area and then delete it.
So let
or
me
you
ask
can drag
you,
it to the play area and I can delete it.
Let me ask you, would my mountain specialization come into play here?
You are in a mountain, and I am a generous god, so sure.
Yay, generous gods! All right, well, I will take that specialization then from my survival kit.
Sounds good.
Giving me a 16 to set up this trap.
All right, if you could draw me where the trap is.
Oh, God.
I will just say that this is the little wood fort that they have set up. The 2 security agents and Adeline are willing to go where you want them to be, whether that's to hide with the other people or if you want them to shoot.
I mean, I would certainly take any additional guns at this point.
Okay.
Any additional guns? I mean, you know what kind of skills I have. Do you remember the South Pacific? Like, do you remember that? Do we
Was
have
that
memories of this event, Jimmy?
You mean like Fiji?
No, America Samoa, actually.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You people make me sick.
I mean, if it
It's really
If
my
it-
goal.
if it makes a difference, I can keep an eye on her and potentially help spot for her.
I would love a spotter.
So the ATVs are coming from the north. Is that correct?
You believe that they're coming from the north and the west.
But given the terrain, I mean,
I-
there's not a lot of angles of approach that they can take.
Yeah, I was kind of assuming that they would have to approach along this kind of opening in the trees.
That is certainly a logical thing to suggest.
So are
Based
the
on
rest
your
of us just
16.
currently standing out without any cover? Is that
I mean, so the trees do provide cover.
Uh-huh.
If you'd like to position yourself in there. Otherwise, I present you a map. You can paint a word picture and tell me what's there, and I can be like, yes, or I can say that'll cost you a story point, or I can say, let's see a skill test to see how that happens.
You know it's good when he starts going.
well?
like,
Why don't we set up a proper ambush and arrange ourselves? We could move them further south, and then put maybe like 3 of us in the tree line on the west side here, and the rest of us are in the far south. We can kind of hit them in an L-shaped formation, like they taught in, I don't know, commando school.
Sounds great.
So why don't we give Twist here her gun back, and then she could, cover along the long axis here, and then the rest of us with smaller guns could be along the west side.
I'll
The-
stay with Twist.
Okay, so why don't you take the southern element, Commander, and you can light them up, and when they're all confused, those of us in the western element can engage them.
So you're thinking like over here?
Yeah, so we'll put 3 of us in the western element, and we'll wait until they either hit that line or are engaged by the southern element, in which case they'll be like, oh, there's gunfire coming from the south. We'll get behind something. And then, when they're not paying attention, those of us in the western element will light them up.
and where did you say you wanted me, bro?
In the southern element with our commander here. He can decide if you're going to get your rifle back. And we should probably move the hostages further south, just, for reasons.
Well, I think we had them there because we were told that is the most easily defensible position. that will
Okay.
keep them out of sight.
So you can get them to hide in the woods, or you can get them to set up where they are with cover and concealment.
right, well-
you do not have the time to, or rather, let me put it this way: if you would like to move them, I would require a skill test of some kind in order to see how effective that is before things happen.
Fair enough.
And by the way, bro, you seem to have the advantage of me. I'm Tima.
Hey, Tima. It's nice that you came crawling out of the woods to...
No, I was asking what your name is, so I can call you something other than bro.
Well, most people call me bro.
Like the eye roll.
both-
eye roll is epic. Like,
It's
you
great.
can hear it squeaking as she rolls her eye.
Both search and rescue just kind of hang their head and shake a little bit.
But I'm Blockchain. It's nice to meet you.
She's really looking to team up with you.
Oh my god!
Whoa.
Nice. So Tima looks at you like a little cuckoo bird has popped out of your forehead, going cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo,
Go
and
on.
says, "Really?
But listen, we have code names in our line of work, and yeah.
She just throws her hands up in the air and starts making her way south.
Blockchain will be like, we'll talk later. Finger guns.
She turns around and looks at you and also makes finger guns. You think it might mean something different.
Lavoche
right.
literally physically turns you around and pushes you forward.
I move forward.
All right.
Who's
So
gonna-
Ron, you can park the chopper outside and run in to join the team to be part of this if you so would like, or if you just want to like sit back and pop your feet up and make yourself
Listen
a cup of
to
coffee
the
and
screams of our deaths.
the in helicopter Nespresso. You can just
Ah.
If
Where
you
he
think
spent
that,
all of his budget points.
if you think the timing would work, I'd be happy to join the combat.
I would like for you to play this game of G.I. Joe for this shakedown combat, where I will find out just how great or terrible you are. It's I've seen a bunch of combats in Power Rangers. It can't be that different, right?
Oh no.
I won't. Let's see. Do I drag myself onto the?
You should
Does
be able
the
to drag yourself.
chopper-
If you can't, I can go and grab you. Oh,
I
I
Does
see you
Chopper
there.
not have guns? Just out of curiosity.
The chopper does not have
Not have
guns,
guns.
as we discussed in our first session, which now
Mhm.
feels like 5 lifetimes ago.
Yeah.
I think we buy the gun
You
range
are a
chopper.
It
You
does
are-
have a giant like rotary blades though, so you
Ooh.
could just do that thing where you point them at the ground and just
That
fly
doesn't-
over
I'm s-
people.
That's
I'm
a
Too
good
still-
far
point.
over. Too far
Chopper
over, Ron.
over.
One square back. One square to the right. There you go. Now you're on the map.
Mm.
Awesome. I'm still hoping we'll actually be able to do our primary objective at some point, so I'm not going to wreck the chopper quite yet.
Oh, Ron.
So, Rescue, do you still have Twist's radio?
Yes.
Yes. No. Lavocha.
No, I took it.
All right. So you hear on the radio the crackle of static, and then I don't know what game you're playing, Twist, but you're not going to get away with it. We're going to make sure Lennox
Oh.
knows.
Oh.
Like you can can I hear this? Is Jenny close enough where I hear this?
I mean,
Yeah, probably.
you're like 10 feet away, 15 feet away in the
like
woods.
super flinch cringe. Oh, they're not gonna have to put a price on my head. He'll do it for fun. Great. No, that's no problem. Fine, Jenny. This is gonna be great.
So at that point, you hear the roar of ATVs approaching through the woods, and I get to find out how I make initiative work.
Sure. So I Twist. I step up next to you and I look you in the eyes as our GM is figuring out initiative.
I made the tracker show up.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good first step. And
Baby's first initiative.
I've run in Roll20 before. It may have been years.
Twist. Can I
uh,
trust you?
Can you trust me to do what? I mean,
To
look out
murder
for-
those fucks and not
Oh
us.
yeah, no, I'd do that for free. I mean, I guess
just
technically
do-
I am doing it for free, and frankly, I'd like a piece of those fucks. So sure.
I might regret this, and I hand you your large rifle bag
Box.
box. Yes,
She takes the box
Bag
with
box combo.
yes, exactly.
She takes the box with a gesture that is faintly reminiscent of Gollum with the ring. Yeah, they got good equipment. I gotta give them that. Do you see this thing?
It's a pretty impressive piece of weaponry for sure.
Yeah.
So I think I'm getting you
I
in
mean,
the
honestly,
initiative.
my biggest problem here is that they're going to be a little close for it. Honestly,
I am currently on Sky High. All right.
and I got nothing against you or your people.
All right.
And I still owe you.
I think I have added the party. 1, 2, 3.
You
4,
have.
5. Yeah, there we go. And also the NPC, they'll represent her and the two people there. So go ahead and roll your initiatives, and then you should be able to enter them in here. And then I will start adding bad guy initiatives.
Bad guy initiatives.
Bad
Alright.
guys, what you gonna do?
So Ben,
Hey, what's up?
do you want me to roll separately for rescue or for search, or do you want me to just have her act on rescue's initiative?
Does it not say in the description?
I'm gonna go look it up, but I was hoping, I could get a quick call while I'm doing that.
You know what? Let's have her act on at some point during or immediately after your turn.
Excellent.
And at that point, we can figure out from there. Why you gotta make things so difficult? There we go.
I'd like to point out for the audience and various and sundry people who might be interested, I would like to point out that I rolled 2 d20s for initiative and kept the lower one.
Fun.
Yay.
Wait a minute. You have all these skills, but you don't have a specialization in initiative. In addition,
I don't have a
to
single freaking point in initiative.
Hello.
That's how tightly my numbers got wound up.
Choices were made. Choices were made. Everybody.
I point the 1 point initiative so I wouldn't be take the lower all the time because that sounds rough.
I'm gonna put a point in initiative. It's very high on my list of things to do.
I don't have a
Blockchain did this thing where he's like, "Look over there," and then suddenly went faster.
Oh.
I don't have a point initiative.
Is that like?
So you're a drag queen, is what you're saying? Gotcha.
Yes.
It seems like a waste to use speed on initiative. There's so many good speed skills.
I
know.
Right? Plus,
Yeah, but like 1 point is the highest payback buy off because
you're
it's
not wrong.
no longer to keep the lowest, right?
Plus,
Yeah.
my alertness is now under speed because of my class.
I looked.
No, it's under both. It's not
under both.
just under speed.
Sure.
I looked down at my D4 in initiative and
Like,
just
you're fast.
buyer's remorse.
Because like you don't really necessarily get a big return. Like, you know.
I don't know. I
The
would
first
like
point
to
is
present,
a pretty big return, I would argue, but
I would like to present as Exhibit A, Betty the Red Ranger from Power Rangers.
yeah, that was kind of different though because like that one person upping their skill up to like functionally everyone's skill,
Mhm.
which was really powerful.
Holy
I gotta say-
was
But she was
good.
also always going on like
A bajillion.
28.
Mhm.
If she screwed up the roll, it might be like 22.
I mean, she
Well,
was
didn't
well
we also
specialized.
Have
Yeah.
edge in initiative as well.
I
Like-
think so.
Yeah, didn't you pick up a general perk that gave you a bonus towards initiative as well?
Yeah, I mean, if we could have a Red Ranger and Joe, that would be super awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Unfortunately,
good.
We don't.
It was
Right.
It was
Currently,
currently
our last campaign,
currently.
our last campaign, each player will play from a different campaign, a character.
Ooh.
We'll have a
Ooh.
Transformer, a Joe, a
Power
Power Ranger,
Power Ranger,
a pony.
a pony,
Ooh.
and there'll be a new one out by then.
I
I'm
mean,
sure,
at that
Ben-
point,
Ben can't tell us about.
it's true.
I can't tell you what I don't know.
All right, I think we've all got our initiatives in there.
Yes, I am.
I see. I beat you out, Ron.
You did. You thoroughly defeated me. I mean, to be honest, when you're shooting someone from the range, you're capable of shooting people.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right. So just on a cursory read through, it says that your pet does nothing unless you give it a command. So I feel like giving it a command on my turn would then cause it to take its action after my turn. I
Sure.
think is a reasonable read of the rules without having to do a deeper dive.
All right. I think I have done this. Now I'm going to try to sort it, and we're going to see how things go.
I'm excited.
Ruined.
Perfect.
Perfect. All right. So, zooming out of from the north, rather, I say I'm so busy looking at like, oh, how do I do rolls? That I am. There we go. So zooming from the northern side is a ATV outfitted with a.
That is an awesome token.
It is. You know
That
what?
is
It
pretty
turns
great.
out there's a lot of awesome tokens.
Yeah.
In
Well, is that
the-
Storm Shadow on that thing? Because if so, I surrender.
So it's the packaging for the Cobra Ferrets, which
Ooh.
what is exactly what you see, which is a two-person ATV. It has missiles on the side, it has a machine gun on the front. It has like a heavy caliber cannon on the right-hand side. It's really not a good place to be on the vehicle while it's firing any of those, but you know.
Yeah, you're gonna be eating a lot of hot brass, is what I hear.
Yeah, but as a toy, awesome.
Yeah.
Also, it's a ferret, so it's got a musk like nobody's.
God, why?
It's a musky boy.
Oh,
So
God.
zooms forward, and you see that there are 2 Cobra Troopers on it. You also see immediately that they have not seen this line,
Aha!
and so
Comedy.
Haha!
And so we have set this up. And so it zooms forward, and the 2 riders immediately fall off and are prone on the ground, and the ferret has gone and crashed in over here. So it has taken some damage.
Is there an explosion?
There's not an explosion yet. The vehicle is not destroyed. It has taken damage, which is known unto me.
Is it still upright?
It is on its side. I will give it the prone mark. Let's see if we have a prone marker. What I really need to do is... that looks prone. What I really need to do is import the D&D condition tokens that Paige made, because those are, I feel like they're much more evident as to what a condition is. We'll have to add some new ones because there are some different conditions in SS20. But just so that you're aware, the Cobra Ferret that is over here, that is to the south of these agents, or rather of your ambush, has crashed, and these 2 guys have fallen off. That brings us...
Twist actively looks at that and just is she's struggling not to burst out into laughter.
These things they happen. So those 2 guys have fallen out. That does take us to rescue. You do hear additional ATVs approaching, but they have not arrived yet.
Is the line broken at this point?
Your line is not broken.
Okay.
It's doing that. Boom, 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 boom.
Well, sorry. One point of minutia. Everyone currently gains 1 temporary hit point. Anyone who can see or hear me.
Ooh.
I feel like I can do both.
All within hearing. Okay. Well,
Because we rolled initiative.
Yes. You also get a story point for rolling initiative because we have started a intense scene, I think is how we describe it.
So intense.
It's not climactic. It's an important scene. It's under particularly action-packed or exciting scenes, i.e. we have rolled initiative, therefore gain a story point.
Sounds good.
I am excited.
I'm
this scene is
excited.
action-packed.
I am also excited.
Let's do this.
all right. So
The rescue, it is you and Search. These 2 Cobra Troopers are on the other side of your line, having fallen off and prone.
as a free action, I will command Search to take down on the further away Cobra Commander.
Blockchain.
Trooper?
Person Trooper.
Blockchain will remind Search that we are in fact in the ambush position, and we should let the southern element initiate this fight.
Okay. Well, then I guess I will delay until after Lavoce, or until after Lavoce and Twist.
Sure.
Well, I'm going next month, so.
Yep.
You can also take what's called a contingency action, where you can say, I'm going to shoot my gun at the next Cobra threat, or I'm going to attack the next Cobra threat, and that way you can decide what it is when it comes up. It's basically the version that we have of Ready, which is also how Overwatch works and things like that.
Sadly, I will not be shooting my gun at anything because that's not what I do. I will. So, is there a postponing initiative then?
There's not a postponing of initiative as such, but you know what? At the moment, sure, I will allow you to. There's resetting your initiative, which you can do.
Okay.
That's in the system.
It's
Ooh.
super awkward.
So,
So this was misprinted. It is a move action, not a standard action to reset your initiative.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So it is not as awkward as it was. It's the same mechanic that is in Power Rangers, and
Just faster.
yes, it is just it's faster than it was because we weren't sure what it was going to be at the time, and sometimes when you go to print things,
Things happen.
Things
But
happen.
moving on.
Okay, so then question for contingency actions. Can I contingency a free action?
Sure.
All right. So I will belay the order to, or the command to search, and I will contingency to unleash search, and I will contingency to attack the closer one once Twist and Lavoche have taken their actions.
That's not how it works.
Okay.
You just see one action. You can't.
Okay.
So, like
Yep.
you're saying, you can't contingency to move out and attack and to do.
Gotcha.
And to do, it's just too much.
Yes, unfortunately,
So I
because you're a
can't
Beastmaster
contingency
to
a
command
free action and do an
Yes.
action myself. Got it.
Yes, you
That's
unfortunately do one or the other
okay.
in this standpoint.
Then in that case, I will take my movement, since I'm not going anywhere anyway, to reset my initiative.
Okay.
And I will reset it to a 1. It looks like one.
No,
one.
you like roll dice or something?
Oh,
It's a game mechanic. You should
okay.
You should look it up while the next person goes, I guess.
I will do that thing.
Okay, that takes us to Lavoche. Here,
Okay.
ATV's getting closer.
Do I have a time for a standard action before combat to set up the tripod for the gun?
No.
Okay. So as a move action, I will. Do I get the impression, Twist, that with you kind of looking down sadly at your gun without a stand, that you're not firing this round?
That is correct.
Okay, cool.
I guess they snuck up on me while I had the stand getting ready to set up. the
So
stand.
I will spend my move action to give Adelaide a shift on her next attack.
Okay.
And then I will aim twice at number 7, which is up here. And that'll give me 3 shifts upwards. Okay, and I'll take a shot.
Okay. We are shooting at what? Sorry.
Number 7.
Okay. So he is prone, which is not going to be great for you for shooting.
What does that give me?
That is.
Is it a snag or is it a downshift or some number of downshifts?
Sorry, I'm reading through the prone section. I'm on the page. Well, prone rage against attacks, you suffer a snag.
Yeah, he's on
Okay.
the page.
So I have a snag. But I am rolling this die, and we'll see what I get. I have a 9, which probably misses.
It does indeed miss.
I take a shot.
All right. Blockchain, what's up?
Okay, so we are all super close to 20 feet. How do units even work here? All right, hang on. I need to draw a quick line here. Oh no, I am within range. Excellent. Now that Lavoche has taken the shot out there, Blockchain will lift this very high-tech looking submachine gun at the nearest baddie and sort of unleash a bunch of hot lead in their direction.
Sounds great.
So this should qualify for sneak attack. Deals additional damage equal to my credit score. Excellent.
I mean, that seemed like the best thing to do for a spy.
Yes.
It's like, so actually, it's not your credit score. It's
Yeah.
based on the
Secret
credit score
identities.
of the identity that you
Yeah.
are
Currently,
attempting. Yeah. so
Yes.
that's the whole thing.
and Search will also notice that the the submachine gun doesn't actually have a traditional grip or anything like that. It looks more like an Xbox controller that's been sort of mated to the bottom of the thing as Blockchain uses his thumbs purely to aim it. And that's an 11 incoming towards this individual.
I would like to point out that I am a Cobra Trooper, and your unleashed fire does indeed hit me. How much damage do you deal, good sir?
Wait, you're using your tech, but you're only a D4?
Well, I didn't have very many points left, so there's.
I thought you were a hacker.
I am, but this character is spread awful thin at the end of the day.
I mean,
these
you're lucky
things
none
were
of us
fighting out of each other.
You're lucky none of us understand crypto, or we don't.
That's the best part.
No, it's okay, Ron. Blockchain also does not understand crypto.
I also forgot to have him aim a few times, so that probably would have been a smart move.
How does aiming work, Ben?
So you can spend up to 3 free actions to get a upshift on your ranged combat attack.
Oh, well, that's quite exciting.
Yeah, and I would have qualified for because his speed is 5, so he would have gotten at least 2 or 3 of them.
I mean, if you are already hitting, so I don't feel a reason to reroll, but that's good to know for the future.
Yeah, I'm just explaining the mechanic. But he does 2 points, 1 point of SMG damage and an extra point of sneak attack damage.
That sounds good. This individual is no longer moving. They appear to be defeated.
Hooray!
Blockchain will take this opportunity to then hide. So,
isn't that awesome? Commando power.
Commando power. I guess I have to roll the infiltration skill now, though, right? To hide.
Do you believe that is correct?
Okay.
How do I remove this person?
Apparently, Blockchain isn't as good at that right now because he kind of botched it.
Lort.
Yeah, not great. Not
These
great.
things that happen.
Yeah,
You're used to hiding in like office environments, not actually outdoors. Like
that's why
in a cube farm, you would be invisible.
Like when he goes to hide, he basically wants to belly up to a water cooler somewhere.
Yeah,
and just talk
It's
about.
I mean, nobody notices the water cooler. Folk.
But
the camo I'm wearing is all like patches of beige carpet and like little like parts, Dell parts and stuff like that. Yeah.
I just imagined your camo for certain operations is just the Marriott carpet.
Yes.
From
100%.
Dragon Con.
100%.
Long live the Marriott carpet.
Long live the Marriott carpet.
All right. Anything else, Blockchain?
No, that's Blockchain in a nutshell.
All right. So that takes us to the Cobra Trooper who gets up. And yeah, he runs back towards the trees over here to take cover because he's overwhelmed.
As well he should.
But he is no longer prone. Cobra Troopers, 1 speed. I can act or I can move. Not very good at this. Surprise! All right. So coming
they
in,
do have like an extra bonus for Tattletale, for all I can tell.
What? They have valuable skills to pay the bills. So then we have.
That's why they bring in contractors like me.
Yeah, because they need people that are. They also get specialists.
They need people with more than a 1 speed.
Well, there's.
I have more than a 1 speed. It is true.
I am learning about how layers work while I am running this game, and don't worry, I'm not anxious or bothered by it at all.
That's good. That's good.
We're all
That's
making
good.
fun of this Joe Trooper.
You just got 15 more minutes, and then you're scot-free, man. You're totally.
I just have to fumble for 15 more minutes, and then you can watch me fumble for 2 more hours next week, everybody.
Yay!
But by the
Boy,
second
watch
or
the
third
show.
combat,
You're doing.
I will probably be fumbling less. We'll find out. So this time coming from the southwest So Joe, you will need to go to the south a bit. There is another Cobra Ferret.
Wait, they came from behind us?
They
Well,
circled
they were coming from the
around.
north and the west, and one of the parts of the west is the southwest, and comes over here, zooms over.
Wait, isn't on our left like a mountain slope?
No, on your left is the driveway of that house that fell over into the.
Oh,
Down the
did the first guy drive all the way past us and then hit the tripwire?
No, so here's the thing.
They're coming from two different directions.
You have a group of trees that you're in.
Yeah.
The house was here.
Yeah.
So this is the trees. This is the house. Here's the steeple. Here's all the people. So they have come from the west. One group went northwest, and one group went west southwest. So they're coming through the trees. This map, if I had picked a better map, folks, I'll just put it that
All
way.
right.
I will own this. The map is a little more square than it should be. You would be able to see that there is, in fact, an entry in the northwest and in the western south part. And I'm just gonna keep, doing things.
I totally get it now.
Cool. This is why when I had the opportunity to talk about running a different game for people, they were like, well, do you want to play in person or online? And I said, I'm going to fumble a lot less if it's in person.
It's true.
It is true.
There's a learning curve.
There is a learning curve.
It's just like learning a new Microsoft product. Like the first time you play with PowerPoint, you're a mess. But the 10th time you play with PowerPoint, you're good.
No, things are going well.
Yeah.
It zooms up. It sees Lavoche over here in the corner, and it
I'm
also
in front
sees
of her.
Twist, and it will unleash its front machine gun at. I can get two of you with a downshift. So let's see. So this will be against your evasion, folks.
All right.
Sure.
14.
18 is your number, sir.
14 hits me.
All right. You will take 1 point of sharp damage as there is a blast of automatic fire from the front of the ferrets. You see that there are two individuals on there, one of which hops off, the other of which is currently still on the ferrets. Twist, you recognize the individual that hops off as the Cobra officer.
Come on, that bounces off you guys' morale.
Hey, Jenny. A, you still don't know how to duck. B, that's the boss. Also, C, could you keep him 30 feet away from me, please? Because if he gets closer than that, I'm going to have to back up to take a shot.
Did Lavoche not give you your pistol?
As far as I know, all I have is a
Just the gun,
sniper
just
rifle.
the sniper rifle currently.
No bullets for it or anything, but
Whoa!
No, just the sniper rifle. We're gonna learn things in the future. It's gonna be great.
Yes, we will learn things in the future. We will play it as it lies now, but next time remind me that you have cover from being in the trees, because it also gives me a downshift. And that would have changed. That might have changed how things went. So that is that. Adeline and her two security guards open up fire on the ferret that just arrived.
I just want to let you know you have Adeline in here twice. I didn't know if that was intentional.
So one of them. I'm not sure why she's in there twice, but you know what?
I figured you had a plan, but I just wanted to let you know.
There's a way that I can remove this from here, and I'm going to learn how that works.
I mean, one of them is on 0, so
Yeah, so it was rolled on 0, and then I rolled the 5, and I'm just gonna make noises and roll
What's
dice.
even happening?
Baby, it's okay.
Regular die roll. She has a respectable shot.
She also has an upshift because of my move action.
Ooh. Well, let's find out. Let's find out if that rolls me something other than the 1 on the d6, though I have also already hit. But I don't want you to feel as if... Well, Turns out rolling a d8 is worse, but we'll go with the one thing. So she pulls out her pistol and pegs the... That's something that we can say in combat, right? That's not too dirty?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
It is now.
And pegs the driver for a point. Her two subordinates, who are much less skilled than she is, also open a fire. One will... one goes wide, and the other one shoots the vehicle but misses the driver. So I will apply damage, and we will move on to Twist and Shouts.
I take a move action to put my tripod down. I take a free action to hide, and then my turn is done.
Okay.
You mean you take a standard to put your tripod down?
That's
Or
what I meant.
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
standard to put the tripod down.
It is an action tax.
Yep. Because the gun is that good. But I do take my free hide. Do you want me to roll it now or sometime in the future?
You should roll it now in the event that I would like to target you.
Oh, shit.
What?
I forgot I can use infiltration for initiative. God damn it.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not the only person.
Yeah.
That's
Rules mean
learn-
things.
Yeah.
We're
Um,
learning our characters. It's
Yeah.
fine.
So, Ben, do I hear the fourth ATV?
You do hear ATVs 3 and 4. If you want to give me a alertness test or a survival test, I can tell you. I might be able to tell you which direction they're coming from. But if you are incorrect, you might get bad information.
I just won't worry about it then.
Okay.
All right, so I will shoot my grenade launcher.
All right. Sounds great.
I will. It is eruptive, so it is a 20-foot radius.
All right.
And these guys are wearing full-blown Cobra insignia.
Oh yeah. No, they have purchased out of the catalog.
All right, so I'll use the lethal option.
Okay.
So I'll aim 3 times, and because of my blast radius, I get an additional 3 upshifts. So I auto crit all of them in the vehicles.
I mean, I don't think you can get both vehicles. I think you
I have
get
a
one
20-foot radius, 40 feet across.
Okay.
It's normally 10 feet, and I have eruptive, so it's double that.
Got it. Okay. So you auto crit both of them for how much?
Hold your hats. 2.
Okay. That is enough to make the ferret to the north explode, and that is enough to heavily damage the ferret down here, and the driver slumps over, no longer able to operate the machine gun.
So much
I'm done.
violence.
I'm done.
All right. So at that point, the Cobra officer who took damage but is still in it to win it will take cover behind the ferret, and
Don't like
we'll...
you think that'll help you.
I mean, he's pretty sure it's going to help.
It's not.
All right. He is going...
What was that noise?
That was me laughing.
all right, so he is going
For he
to
is 35 feet away.
see you starting to aim and is going
No, because I hid.
what was
Ooh,
your
so
hide?
sneaky, so sneaky.
Mhm.
And 16 is your number, sir.
All right, let's see if I have macros for this. I don't know why I'm typing. I guess I find comfort in it. You thought you were hidden.
Shit,
You're very good
apparently
at
not.
it.
He points at you and says, "Yeah, why don't you come a little bit closer and we'll see how that goes." And he is going to make a specialized attack against you.
Yeah, I did.
Ooh.
Come a little bit closer.
Come a little bit closer, you're my kind of man. So this is against your cleverness.
Fuck. That is not something I have a whole lot of.
I know, it's great.
All
All right.
12, sir.
All right, you are going to run towards, as I have critically succeeded, I choose what you do on your move and your standard action. You're going to run towards me, and you're going to kneel and surrender.
Dang, that's
Wow,
brutal.
that is brutal.
Okay.
I mean, it'd be
is
a lot more
that-
impressive if this guy was going to be alive when her turn came around. Or, yeah, her turn came around, but still.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You're going to kneel in front of a dead guy.
Yeah. All right.
See what happens on my turn.
So that is.
So is this mind control, or I've just been basically cowed?
This is a power that I have that is not mind control. It is the force of my personality.
Okay,
Oh.
So I've basically been buffaloed.
You have been buffaloed, yes.
Got it.
So here's how it goes. Your morale has broken.
Fair enough.
He has
That
commanded
interested
you,
me.
and you have been like, I have to follow orders.
Dang.
Or unless you would like to phrase that in another way, but that is the effect you're under.
No, that's fine.
And then he is going to shoot.
I was just wondering, if it was a dart in the neck or something like that.
No,
Mhm.
it's merely
Morale.
it's merely a morale power.
Sure.
And then I will shoot at Lavoce. We'll see how this goes. I am. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Don't forget about cover.
Yes, I will include cover, which will downshift me by 1. Does a 16 hit your evasion, Lavoce?
Well, I mean, the 14 hits, so 16 also hits.
All right. He will shoot you for 1 point of sharp damage with his dancer pistol. I don't know why. There's a lore reason why they're called a dancer pistol.
If Ryan Costello is listening, then you'll have an answer.
Yes. And following that, 1 approaching from the north and 1 coming in behind this one. There are 2 more ferrets, and we will find out what happens with them next week here on G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe!
G.I. Joe.
When I did my initial reconnaissance, I was wrong about how many there were, or there were some somewhere else.
I said there were 4 ATVs, didn't I?
Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't
That's-
that if there's
That's 4 ATVs. There's 3 ATVs and one that's already destroyed.
Oh, I thought one of them got tripped on the
Yeah,
beginning
you
part.
blew that up when you dealt 2 damage to it.
Oh, those guys got flung that far? Or they
Yeah, because there's a
okay.
line, and so the ATV goes under the line. The guys get
Okay.
hit by the line.
The
ATV
ATV
goes.
keeps going.
Okay. If I had
Just
known
like
it was
that.
an
Comedy.
if I had known it was an unmanned well anyway, it is
Well,
it
I
is
mean,
the
you
fog,
also
the fog
dealt-
of war.
You
Fog
dealt
of war.
damage to the other one too.
Yeah.
Like everything there took damage. The thing was that one took damage from crashing and then from your explosion, so it's
Mm.
completely taken out as opposed to not.
Mm-hmm.
So, with
I mean,
that,
it's a pretty awesome explosion.
yeah, no, that's
It's true.
auto critting with explosions is super cool. So with that, I will hand it off to Coda in the event that we have any new followers or subscribers or Patreons or anything else that you would like to announce.
We do actually. So special shout outs to our newest followers, Spider Dragon 71 and Chilldraws. Thank you for the follow.
Spider Dragon.
Spider
71.
Dragon!
Spider Dragon, Dragon Spider.
We used to have a dragon spider. It
Spider
was so
dragons.
cute.
And of course, y'all, please toss us some support over on our Patreon. You can find it where you find all Patreons at patreon.com/featsandfables. That's all Patreons. Just go there and throw money at it. It's fine.
Also,
It's
is
Patreons
there
all the
a-
way down.
is there a
That
link-
money will go to support all your favorite things, but mostly us.
Yep.
It's only us if
Hmm.
they go to our link. Otherwise, they're supporting someone else. Is
That's
there a
true.
Discord link that we should be
Uh,
sharing as well for our
yeah.
audience, or is that a Patreon reward? I don't recall.
No, I think it is available. I'm gonna say it's definitely below our
I'm going to continue handing off
Stream.
responsibilities to someone else for these things.
definitely ready for that question, and I'm a liar. We will post a Patreon link up on the Feats and Fables stream, but you can also find it over at our Patreon. Come find us and join. We've got lots of fun over there.
Also,
cats.
conveniently, if you're watching this on twitch.tv, our Twitter, our Patreon, our YouTube, and our Discord are all links that you can find right next to the thing that says we're still playing Power Rangers. So look for an update for that soon, folks.
Yeah, I also noticed that as I just looked under our Twitch feed, and it's all
It's-
Power Ranger stuff.
fine.
Our audience is made up of very intelligent people that can
Yep.
easily figure out things like that.
Is
The
true.
smartest.
Is true.
We also need to do some updating on our stuff below, but you know what? Look forward to that. I don't want to say next week, but look forward to that soon.
Soon.
And with that,
TM.
I want to thank everyone I bought maps from, and yeah,
Love those guys
those people
Yay!
and
Uh,
girls.
and yeah, all these
Ooh.
creative people out there in the world. I want to thank This Person Does Not Exist for providing most of the faces for people that don't exist. And I still don't have music together because I'm a noob at this. So I'll thank those people next week when I have music.
Hot.
Now I've set a trap for myself.
I like it. I like it. I like the traps.
Well, that's the thing. So join us next week to follow us to
adventure!
adventure!
Ah,
The more you know.